jobs that you can actually do without getting along with people. I mean, you know, maybe you could be an author or perhaps an artist, but most people have got to interact with other people. And, you know, I'm sure that everybody listening can manage to think of times when they've had a boss who's been scratchy, who's been bad-tempered, and you haven't been able to go to them and talk to them openly. That is difficult. That stops innovation. It stops people going forward. So we actually offer courses to companies and to organisations here and in Perth as well.
So EQ and literacy have a direct correlation, and if we were to spend time with our kids, and as you said right at the start, be present with them when you're with them, and walk the talk, be the role model that you should be in terms of teaching our children to learn about their emotions. Really, we're trying to get in touch with ourselves, right, through EQ?
Absolutely, and we have to be careful that we don't get so carried away with the emotional coach thing that every day we're saying to the children, how do you feel, out of 10, you know, what are your feelings, you know, what actually happened. We need to have those spaces where, you know, you might go for a lovely walk along East Coast or you know, have a barbecue together. Just take time to read a story or chat to your children, and also allow some time for creativity. Because we've found that within our EQ for Kids course, in fact all of our courses, we have to have some creativity time, because that is when children can think. That is when children reflect about what they're learning. And it's also incredibly good for us to get back to doing a little bit of painting or drawing or making something. It is really very good for us.
And I think, as you say, more and more in at least the corporate world, that executives, particularly senior executives, are beginning to see that. They're trying to make more time for themselves and also allowing their employees to spend appropriate time, sometimes within company time, to do things that they enjoy, whatever that might be, whether it's volunteerism, whether it might be a game of pool even within the office.
Look, absolutely. I've worked with many executives in Perth, but also here in Singapore, and I usually start off with a heap of puppets, and you can imagine there are all these guys and women all sitting there in corporate suits, and I say to them, you've got to pick a puppet that will show me how you're feeling today. And they're so uncomfortable, but once they get into it, they can't stop talking and giggling and making up funny little conversations. And then we do loads and loads of artwork to help them to express how they're feeling, where they are in their lives. We can all do it, and we all benefit hugely from it. Sometimes we just need a little step up the ladder, some ideas on where to start.
I'm speaking with Victoria Carlton, and Parenting Made Easy will continue in a moment.
Parenting Made Easy on 938 Live.